All right, so here's the Miranda warning that we read to people. They're all kind of different, but this is ours. Before we ask you any questions, you must understand your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice, but before we ask you any questions, and to have him or her with you during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish one. If you decide to answer any questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. The other thing is that I don't have to read those to you unless you're detained or in custody. So if you're not free to leave and I'm gonna ask you incriminating questions, then I have to read you that. If this is like a voluntary interview, or if you're not detained, you're free to go, but you're choosing to talk to me, then I don't have to read those to you. So if, say it was a traffic stop, a traffic stop, you're detained. But say we're on the street and there's some drugs found and I'm like, I don't know whose it is, but I'm like, hey, are those yours? And you're like, yep. You didn't have to say yep. Now if you're in handcuffs, or I'm like, hey, you can't go, I need to know whose drugs those are, I'm gonna read you your rights first, and then I'm gonna be like, whose drugs are those? And then if you're like, they're mine, we're covered. I don't know if that makes any sense, but have fun.